A person who inspired me. Hello, my friend. Welcome back. I'm Channie. I'm so happy that you're here with me again today. Thank you for choosing to spend part of your day learning English with me. I hope you are feeling relaxed and comfortable. Before we begin today's conversation, remember that you don't have to understand every single word. Just listen carefully. Enjoy the story and let your English improve naturally. Every time you listen, you become a little better. Every time you practice, you become a little more confident. Learning English is a journey, and I'm very happy to be part of that journey with you. Today's topic is a person who inspired me. Have you ever met someone who changed the way you think? Maybe that person gave you advice when you felt lost. Maybe they encouraged you when you wanted to give up. Or maybe they inspired you simply by the way they lived their life. I believe that everyone meets at least one inspiring person. That person may not be famous. They may not be rich or successful in the eyes of the world. However, their kindness, courage, and positive attitude can leave a lasting impression on us. Sometimes the people who change our lives the most are the ordinary people we see every day. They remind us that true greatness is not measured by fame or money, but by the way we treat others and the difference we make in their lives. When I was younger, I believed that inspiring people had to be famous. I admired successful athletes, talented singers, and well-known business leaders because I thought success meant becoming popular or earning a lot of money. Whenever I watched television or read stories about famous people, I imagined that they were completely different from ordinary people. But as I grew older, my opinions slowly changed. I realized that true inspiration often comes from people who quietly do the right thing every day. They may never appear on television or receive awards, but their actions speak louder than words. They work hard, care for others, and never stop trying to become better. Those are the people who truly inspire me now. The person who has inspired me the most is someone I know personally. This person is not famous, and you probably have never heard of them. However, they have taught me many valuable lessons through their actions rather than their words. One thing I admire most is their attitude toward life. Even when they face difficult situations, they rarely complain. Instead of focusing on problems, they always look for solutions. They believe that every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new. Watching them stay calm during difficult moments has helped me become stronger whenever I face my own problems. They have shown me that confidence does not mean never feeling afraid. Confidence means continuing to move forward, even when you are afraid. Another reason I admire this person is their kindness. They always have time to help other people, even when they are busy. If someone needs advice, they listen carefully. If someone feels sad, they offer kind words and encouragement. They never expect anything in return. They simply believe that helping others makes the world a better place. Watching them has taught me that kindness is one of the greatest strengths a person can have. A smile, a kind word, or a small act of generosity may seem unimportant, but it can completely change someone's day. We never know what another person is going through, so choosing to be kind is always a good decision. I also admire their love of learning. They believe that education never ends. Even after finishing school, they continue reading books, learning new skills, and asking questions. They are curious about the world and enjoy discovering new ideas. Whenever they don't know something, they are not embarrassed to ask for help. Instead, they see every mistake as a chance to improve. This attitude has influenced me a great deal. Before, I sometimes felt afraid of making mistakes because I thought mistakes meant failure. Now I understand that mistakes are simply part of the learning process. Every mistake teaches us something valuable if we are willing to learn from it. One lesson I will never forget happened during a difficult period in my life. I was working hard toward an important goal, but nothing seemed to go as planned. I became frustrated and started doubting myself. I wondered whether I was good enough or whether I should simply give up. At that time, this person said something very simple. They told me, "Success is not about how many times you fall. It is about how many times you choose to stand up again." Those words stayed in my mind for a very long time. Whenever I experience failure now, I remember that conversation. Instead of seeing failure as the end of my journey, I see it as one more step toward becoming stronger and wiser. Because of this person, I have changed many of my daily habits. I try to be more patient with myself and with other people. I try to complain less and appreciate what I already have. I try to continue learning instead of being afraid of challenges. Of course, I am not perfect. There are still many days when I feel tired or discouraged. However, whenever those feelings appear, I remember the example this person has given me. Their actions remind me that small improvements made every day can eventually create big changes in our lives. I think everyone should have someone who inspires them. An inspiring person reminds us that we are capable of becoming better than we were yesterday. They encourage us to believe in ourselves, especially during difficult times. At the same time, I also believe that we should try to become inspiring people for others. We don't need to become famous to make a difference. We can inspire people by working hard, being honest, helping others, and treating everyone with kindness and respect. Sometimes the smallest actions create the biggest impact, even if we never realize it. Now I'd like to ask you a few questions. Who inspires you the most? Why do you admire that person? What qualities do they have? What important lesson have you learned from them? How have they changed your life? Try answering these questions in English. You don't need to use difficult vocabulary. Simple sentences are enough. The goal is not to speak perfect English. The goal is to express your thoughts and become more confident every time you practice. Thank you so much for spending this peaceful time with me today. I hope today's conversation has reminded you of someone who has made a positive difference in your life. Maybe after watching this video, you can send that person a message to say thank you. Sometimes a few kind words are enough to make someone smile. I'm Channie. Thank you for listening until the end. Take good care of yourself. Keep learning. Keep growing. Keep inspiring others through your actions. And remember, one kind person can change another person's life forever. I'll see you again in our next conversation. Goodbye, my dear friend.